On the Property Show, we are trying to highlight the problems faced by home buyers. Today, we bring you the story of home buyers from a project by BPTP in Faridabad, primarily an end-user market. It is not a surprise that these buyers put in their life savings to buy homes. These are not investments, and now they feel terribly cheated.
This group of home buyers in Faridabad spends every weekend poring over these papers. This is their correspondence with the real estate company BPTP asking about possession of their homes in L block of Park Elite floors, which were to be handed to them in 2010, but the wait never ended. And it seems it might not end for a very long time. A simple look at the state of construction makes it evident that not even a single brick has been laid here for a long time. The buyers of these homes allege that work has stalled since November 2010. Meanwhile, the financial burden of EMIs and rent is proving to be backbreaking for them.
Several times I approached the company, but every time their customer cares and executive fools me that, and with the fake commitment that your flat will be ready in next 6 months. When I approach after the 6 months, then further 6 months, 3 months. Now I am 2014 and company is still not clear when they are going to deliver my flat.
बहुत से बायर्स हैं जो कि मार्केट में जिन्होंने फ्लैट्स लिए थे, 3000 बायर्स अभी भी फ्लैट्स का पोजीशन का वेट कर रहे हैं। EMIs जा रही हैं, 30,000 के आसपास EMI जाती है, 10-12 हज़ार के आसपास रेंट जाता है, तो 42 पर मंथ हमारा EMI प्लस रेंट जा रहा है, विच इज़ जो कि बहुत बड़ा ह्यूज लॉस है।
BPTP has launched 4,195 units under this project and is giving possession in phased manner. But even those who got possession do not seem very happy with the company. They claim that the company arm twisted them into shelling out additional cost of more than 4 lakh after the full payment under various pretexts.
हमने ये सोचा था कि भाई अपना मकान मिल गया, रजिस्ट्री हो गई और अब कहानी खत्म, सारी पेमेंट से मुक्त हो चुका हूँ, अपने किराया बंद हो गया तो हमारा यहाँ पैसा बचेगा। लेकिन बचने के बजाय यहाँ पैसा और बढ़ गया, खर्च बढ़ गया हमारे। बीपीटीपी का ऑल ऑफ सडन डिमांड आ जाती है कि भाई मीटर लगाया है, इसका खर्चा।
BPTP started its operations in real estate in 2003. The company has about 24 residential projects on the anvil with 27.47 million square feet of saleable area located in the National Capital Region. They claim to have investment from global players like affiliates of JP Morgan Chase & Company Group of Companies, CPI and Merrill Lynch. These investments have been made in either BPTP directly or one or more of their subsidiaries as claimed on the company website. Despite claiming such robust financial health, the company has delays averaging from 5 months to 35 months in their various projects. The company in an email response to NDTV said, "We offered possessions of almost 1,274 units till now, and more than 800 families are already living in these homes. Within 3 weeks, we plan to communicate the possession timelines for their units to all customers." It is not correct to say that construction in Park Elite floors stopped 2 years ago. BPTP quotes expenditure incurred on the project since FY12 till FY14 to support this. They continue by saying that the remaining units are in advanced stages of construction and deliveries of these units will happen in a phased manner starting 2015. We do admit that construction activity slowed down in the past few months due to market conditions, but we assure our customers that Park Elite floors shall witness brisk construction activity shortly. While almost every real estate company is reeling under the effects of a slowdown in sales and increasing debts, the buyers are at the receiving end. People like these who put in every paisa of their hard-earned money but still don't have a place to call home. From Faridabad, Anjali Istwal for NDTV.
BPTP's report card shows that the company has about 14 projects delayed in various sectors of Faridabad and Gurgaon. Average delays of 20 months with few projects delayed for as much as 35 or 36 months or 3 years. And these delays haven't stopped the company from launching new projects. The company has launched 4 projects in the last 2 years. again in Faridabad and Gurgaon. Today with me on the show, Commodore A.K. Dheer, retired. He's a buyer of the Park Serene project, a project which has been delayed by almost 3 years. Also with us, Umesh Prabhakar, buyer, BPTP Park 81. Pardon me, that's 81 and not 31. Delay of 30 months here. And of course, to give the consumers a way out and an option out on what do they do when developers just turn a blind eye to these delays is Munish Upadhyay, partner, SNG Partners. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in. Commodore Dheer, I think first question is to you. Tell me what's going on. I mean, 3 years, and I believe this was the home that you were supposed to move in.
A dream home specially invited for ex-defense serving and retired, lured into it by saying concessional and special treatment. We are in it. Most of us are serving. We are there, retired people too. Now, retired people, I am the second senior most among them. I was so excited of shifting to BPTP in Park Serene. 3 years have passed. Now I am looking at the end.
Okay, so what have you been in touch with the company? What have they said? What is the reason for the delay? What's the answer that you're getting?
It's unbelievable. More than 10 times they have said, after 3 months, after a quarter, after a quarter. And that story is not ending at all. Are they worth believing or not? We trusted them when we had applied for the flats.
Okay. Are they giving you a reason for the delay, sir? Are you asking for the reason for the delay?
We do. Now the trouble is, there are two kind of major trouble. Serving officers and retired. Serving officers cannot come forward in public.
Okay.
So they have to remain in background. And retired people, we are having our own problems. They now say case has gone to the court.
Why is the case gone to the court?
We have taken the case to the court also.
Oh, you've taken the
We
case
have
to
taken
the court.
it.
But did you
Was
get
it-
any reason for the
Was
delay?
it otherwise also in the court or not? We don't know.
Okay, fair
Because
enough.
we have taken it to court now, that delay is there. People they're living outside on rented accommodation. They are paying rents. They
We
have
get
taken
that. Okay.
loan.
So you've paid up how much, sir? 95%?
95% are paid.
95% has been paid. Same with you, sir? Mr.
See,
Prabhakar, have you paid 95%?
No.
And are you getting
not-
any reasons for the delay?
We have paid 90% of the total
Okay.
sales price of the project. In fact,
Fair
the payment plan was such that 90% has to be paid before the possession offer. So, and 90% has been paid way back in June 2011.
All right. So 3 years, 95% paid. You've got nothing from the developer at all.
See,
No flat,
no.
no remuneration. Why did
Nothing.
you ask them to pay your rents? Would that not be Munish? Why shouldn't the developer be held responsible for paying their rents? These guys continue to pay EMIs, don't they?
See, what developers normally do is in their agreement, mostly the agreement is very, very lopsided. They do offer some kind of a compensation for the delay, but that compensation is so minuscule, and the way they camouflage it, they never pay the money actually. What they do is they will say that in their last installment, they will compensate that money by way of that 5%, which is very less, which is very, very less. Mostly it is 3 to 5 rupees per square feet per month for the delay, and for that also they do create stories. So as Commodore Dheer rightly said that they have approached the court of law, they should approach consumer court, they may as well approach Competition Commission of India, for which they have to go through their agreements in case the agreements have some clauses which is saying that the builder has some monopolistic policies. And I can tell you with certainty that courts are very, very proactive now in terms of consumers who have been duped by these kind of inordinate delay
Okay.
in the projects.
Are you feeling duped? Mr. Prabhakar, let me hear from
Surely.
you. What are the areas, because on the net and of course as told to my correspondent Anjali, that forget about paying interest, in certain cases BPTP has just arbitrarily increased super area and said sorry, we don't owe you any money, in fact you owe us money because now the super area of the project has gone up, isn't it?
See, by and large, wherever BPTP has offered the possession in Faridabad, they have increased the super area phenomenally. And they have been charging the exorbitantly high amount at the time of offer of possession, 5 to 6 lakhs in the name of super area, which is absolutely a fictitious word in the dictionary of town and country planning. See, BPTP has been there are other issues also other than this delay in offer of possession. They have been overcharging EDC, IDC, duly levied by town and country planning.
How do you know that they are overcharging?
See, if you calculate the EDC levied by town and country planning at the time of issuance of LOI, the amount is higher than what he has been charged by the individual customer. See, one more issue I would like to bring in here. In my project, there has been a concept of enhanced EDC which was levied by Huda on all the colonizers across Haryana.
Right.
So they have charged enhanced EDC from us way back in July 2012.
Okay.
Subsequently, in March 2013, Honorable Punjab and Haryana Court has stayed this enhanced EDC in Haryana.
Right.
And
so has the money come back to you?
Sorry?
No.
Have they returned the money then?
See, 47 crore rupees has been levied by town and country planning on BPTP on the project of Park 81.
Right.
Out of which they have only paid 2 crore rupees till date. This is what.
But they've collected it from you.
They have collected from all the consumers.
They've
Also
collected it from the consumers and not paid to the authorities itself.
Right.
Very true.
The RTA reply shows in the month of November 2013 that they have only paid rupees 200 lakhs in the month of
All right.
until
So this
47
is a
crore
strange
rupees
thing.
has been levied as enhanced EDC.
So there's pretty much a gaping hole on every end. Delayed possession, no answer. Has any one of you ever got a reason for the delay? Has the company's team, anybody from the company ever told you why is the project getting delayed?
See, I'll tell you.
Have you asked?
I'll tell you.
You've asked.
For last 2 years, I had been visiting their office. Now, for last 1 year also, along with all other consumers also of Park 81. In the end of in the month of May 2014, they have sent across a mail and they have informed that we do not have the approvals for the project from the concerned department.
We do not have the approvals. So why did they launch the project and build those floors to extract 95%?
We have sent a mail across to them, which they have never replied back.
Okay.
One, they have applied for the approvals. The moment we will receive the approvals, we will start reconstruction of the project. For last 2 years, construction has been stalled. I wonder, for last 2 years, without caution, if any building is standing and would be deteriorating.
So that's another big concern. All right, so we are also scrolling the BPTP answer. It's not that we did not invite those officials to join us on the show, because it's only fair that they come on the show and face the buyers. So that's been scrolled. They've tried to answer. They have also told us offline that they're speaking to 70 buyers, but it's not about 70 buyers. There are more than, I think, 2,000, 3,000 families which are stuck in various BPTP projects across the country.
Park 81, there are 1,175 consumers. They have been waiting for their house. And for last 3 years, there is no reply.
Okay. In your project,
defense people, we are 250.
250, and there are others as well. There are civilians.
Serving, yes.
There are a huge number of civilians.
Special and all that. They're all there.
So Manish, this is what I again come to. We need a regulator. Today I logged on to the BPTP site. Just 1 second, sir. We've highlighted some of these issues. We can keep beating the developer, but the point is we need to find a solution. I think it's fairly highlighted that they have been absolutely callous towards the home buyers. They've taken the money. They've not felt responsible at all towards the home buyer, and they feel that they can get away with it. I think that's the big thing, isn't it, Munish? They think they can get away with we can have this discussion, media can keep highlighting, but is it going to make a difference till a regulator comes into place? Or the courts start taking a big stand against developers such as this?
Sure. I quite agree.
You go on their website today and you get into a fantastic offer of a phenomenal villa which is up. Why are they being allowed to launch projects is my big question.
All the glossy.
I want to say a small point.
Okay, yes, Commodore.
If we go through the builder-buyer agreement,
it's always one-sided. So why did you sign it?
It is unbelievable. Now when I look at it, I am not from the law side. I am a submariner from the Indian Navy. Now I see that I have signed it as a customer. Have I been a fool? No, I trusted the buyer.
Trusted the builder.
Builder. I trusted the builder.
Okay, so
Now I
I'll
feel
tell you,
terrible.
Manisha, the moment when did I sign this builder buyer agreement? I had already paid 50% of my sales price. So
even the agreement
I
didn't come
had-
to you right away. So you
See,
you
it
pre-booked.
it came to me 1 year from the date of booking,
so
and I
builder
had
buyer
already
agreement.
paid 50% of my
So
amount.
one-sided builder-buyer agreement is a big issue, isn't it? CCI has spoken about it, Munish.
Yes, yes.
Tell me, what is the way out? I mean, okay, we are sending all these videos. We covered Unitech, we covered Parsavnath, some of the worst culprits in the industry. We are sending those videos to the Housing Ministry, hoping that they will listen to the plight of buyers like this and wake up. Maybe meeting or seeing the buyers face to face.
Lakhs and lakhs of
is
them.
is a bigger wake-up call than just writing about it. So, what do you think? A regulator in place?
I think
is that the answer?
the need for a regulator at this point of time in real estate is paramount. All the builders are operating as if they are lords. There is no concept of a super area as such in law, but this is how they are defining their agreement. So, the need for a regulator is there who can actually standardize the agreements, apartment buyers ownership acts, and everything has to be structured the way it is there outside India.
Apartment Owners Act is being flouted. It's not
is
that
being
they aren't
flouted.
there.
See,
they're all there. Haryana,
see,
UP,
Mani-
they're all there.
yeah.
But they're getting flouted blatantly, and
No,
there
but
is nothing that can be done.
What hits me hard is
if you
how
read-
are we being treated in our own country?
And with your own money, sir.
Own
Most
money,
importantly,
Manisha,
it's
and
your
then
money.
Manisha,
defense,
I'll tell you.
serving and retired.
Manish,
How
I'll tell
fool
you.
we are being made.
Now, in the absence of the regulator, how much burden can the courts
courts
possibly take? Because the consumer complaints regarding these real estate cases are now in lakhs probably. CCI has imposed hefty fines of hundreds of crores. Consumer courts are giving judgments day by day. But still, you need a regulator who can just about standardize
You
things.
know what will happen, Manish? Until unless the regulator says, look, till you, I can understand 6 months to 12 months delay. It will happen. Real estate is a long gestation work.
Quite agree.
So, and they're also, developers are also dependent on many layers of approval. So, everybody, I think nobody gets hassled if the delay reasons are very well specified. The consumer and the buyer is kept extremely well informed.
And it's
You're not-
reasonable.
and it's legitimate. It's legitimate, okay.
Absolutely.
But it's this, complete non-transparency, non-responsiveness and blatant disregard of the fact that you've taken somebody's money and you just don't care. You've got yourself into a loop. In BPTP case, they overbid on a real estate project or property in 2008, and obviously the company is stretched financially and it's not completing projects. Why allow them to launch new projects? My big question, the day you stop their business, you don't complete your earlier projects, you shouldn't be allowed either to launch new projects or go to the capital markets or to any bank to raise finances. Won't it all stop?
It should, and I believe the day is not far when such things will be there. The way Haryana DTCP did that, before the builders have got the approvals in place, they possibly cannot launch it. Earlier they were launching it at the moment when they were buying the land itself. So now at least that thing is there. So in case regulator is there and Government of India is proactive, legislature is proactive with the approach that they shouldn't be allowed to list their companies, the FDI shouldn't be allowed, probably couple of cases will make things very happy.
I'll have to wrap out here, gentlemen. I'm really running out of time, but I think we've fairly established the job here of media is to say, look, somebody has to wake up and take notice. Home buyers, and it's not there aren't good builders. There are good developers,
Yes,
there are
yes.
good builders, there are good practices. The industry has evolved a lot, but those who are getting away can't get away. Munish Upadhyay, Mr. Prabhakar and Commodore, thank you very much, Commodore Dheer, for coming in. And my heart goes out to you. I can just keep my fingers crossed and hope that with this kind of push and media highlighting, you will get your flat sooner than later.
God bless.
Thanks, Panisha.
Thank you. Thank you.